think we are live. Hello, I think we're live. I think we are actually on that there interwebs live right now. So if you are watching this, do please come and say hello to us. Let us know that you can hear us okay. Oh my lordy, lordy, lordy. We just had, it did not want us to connect for a little bit, did it, love? No, we did not want us to connect at all. So, yeah, well, for some reason we were nearly going live on Facebook. We are indeed live. Thank you, Holland. Thank you very much for letting us know. Yay, we're live. We're live. Right, let me just make sure I've got the right doodah on. It's going to be that one now, isn't it? Is it? Is it? Is that right? Have I just done that? No, it doesn't want to show that. Right, bear with me.
Don't ask me.
Bear with me then. It's a lot of stuff, isn't it? It's a lot of stuff. I know. You talk, Rufus. I will.
All of the buttons. I have no idea.
I know. Right. Let me. If I minimise that one. Good evening, Karen Fraser. Hello, my darling. I'm just trying to get messages up on screen. So, let's. Do you want to talk, Rufus, while I do this?
Two screens going on at the minute.
We do. Do you wanna talk about it?
About what's happened this week?
Yeah. What? I tell you what. I'll give you a setup. So Rufus, we've been on 777 this week. How was 777 for you? Here, have a microphone.
Interesting.
What do you mean by interesting, love?
Had lots of protein this week. Loads of vegetables. I've kept things like really, really easy to manage. Very simple meals and all of that. And yeah, I was quite surprised when we got weighed in today. So yeah, I can say that.
I know it was a good. It was a good result.
Yeah,
it was an interesting result.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Very.
So why are you acting so very, very strange? Carry on.
On one of the screens, we've got two lots of cameras. Seems to be like two lots of our images up, and the other one for messages.
There we go. I just have to do it like that. We'll just do it like that. So yes, I do have.
Even we get messages here, that's fine.
Oh no, that's fine. But now I can show them on screen again.
Okay.
So there we go. Okay. Holland, it's weird seeing the big light on. I know, right? And do you know what the big light is called? Big light. Computer. Studio big light to green. There you go. See, computer.
Oh, yeah.
Studio big light to white.
Green's all right.
Green's all right. I don't mind a bit of green now and then.
Green is a healthy colour.
Green is not a creative colour.
No, it's not. It's healthy. Things are green, they're healthy.
Are they?
Yeah.
Maybe we should have eaten more green this week then. I know, right? So then, yes, hello. How many have we got? Oh, this isn't going to tell me how many we've got with us. Nope. So we're kind of a little bit blind right now in all of the usual...
We have all of these buttons and sometimes they don't want to work.
They don't want to work. I can't work out why I am unable to make this background appear any see-through, but we're supposed to be able to. So yes, so we have been we've been on plan, and it's been interesting, hasn't it? We've actually filmed everything we've eaten this week.
Yep, every single thing, and there's not one thing that I've had away, separate from all of the things that we've shown.
There is for me.
Is there?
Yeah, that great big gatto that we bought and stuff.
Oh yeah,
that one. Good evening, Linda. How are you, my darling? I hope you're well. Why is that also? Why is it so small over there? I don't know what is happening, to be honest with everybody, but there we go. If I do know. I lied. I do know. I can do it. So yeah, no, it wasn't a gatto that I ate. It was actually a banana. I had one banana one day where I said, "Oh, I might have it in. I might have a banana afterwards," and I did, but I didn't film it because I was already in bed, quite frankly. So I didn't film it. No. But yes, apart from that, every single thing that we've eaten this week has been. Oh, do you want to come a little bit closer? Because you're a bit like that side. There we go. Everything we've eaten this week, we filmed. Everything has been on plan. We've had 7 portions of speed food every day. We've had loads and loads of speed food, loads and loads of water. We've had no more than 7 sins this week. It's been. How have you found it? How have you actually found it? Did you feel like you were going without?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit,
yeah. I was having
how so
boiled eggs instead of like
sin snacks.
Yeah, so instead of having crisps or that sort of thing, I just had either my sushi or my sushi and a boiled egg, which everything was counted. So anything that was sins was counted. So yeah, so been totally on it. But like I say, there's some things that I might have had before if I'd had over 10 sins that I didn't have. So didn't have any. I think only one day or so I think I had some crisps that were the ones that are less than 3 sins a bag.
Was that the bacon what's-its, or was that the
I think
the other ones?
I think they might be the bacon ones, are they, or whatever those the little what's-it ones. But yeah, so I think 2 days I had some crisps and I had sushi for 2 days. I did have a few boiled eggs during the week, which my body doesn't always like having eggs.
No, that's true.
That sometimes I don't. It can bung me up a little bit. But other than that, it's been a good week. But I quite surprised myself that when I put it in my head that I was only having up to 7 sins a day, that I can actually stick to it.
Yeah,
so I think in that way, it made me realise that I don't have to have 15 sins a day, and I managed okay. My head was still going, oh, why don't you have a pack of crisps? Why didn't you have? But I was like, no, I'm only having up to the 7 sins, and that's it, and I'll stick to it, and so I did. Yeah. And I was quite surprised myself that I managed and set myself the task for the week, and I stuck to it. So that, in that way, this week's been a plus.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I say, it didn't quite go out. Didn't quite go. The result
we weighed in.
Yeah, it didn't quite. Wasn't what I expected anyway. That's for sure.
So you keep teasing this. You keep teasing the fact that maybe the results weren't what we were looking for, or what you were looking for anyway. We'll talk about that in just a second. Yeah. I'm still trying to. We've got some issues with the chat again, so just bear with me, everybody. Right. So you do feel like you were missing out a little bit.
I do feel like I missed out a little bit. Like I sometimes felt my choices were a lot less in sins than. So I didn't have as many choices for the amount of sins that I was left with for that day. So I felt like I was having. I had my sushi. If I had my sushi, I couldn't really, because you get a little pot of sauce with a sushi from Yo Sushi, and if I had that with the sauce, it would have been 8 sins.
Yeah. So
I took the sauce away and just used the soy sauce, which I think it maybe ended up like a 6 sins or something like that.
Might have been.
I classed it as 6 sins.
I said it might have been that. It might have been that you had
the big light on in it.
No. That's just a comment, so I can see where they are. It might be that actually that might have been too many sins. It might not have been.
If I'd have had it, it would have been 8 sins with that pot of sauce.
With the pot.
I didn't have the sauce.
So even then, even if you had it with 8 sins,
it
although
still
you
would have
counted
been
it as
7.
6.
I counted it as 6, but
even if you'd had the sauce, it would have only been 2 extra sins. You still would have been under 10
and
a
the
day.
only other thing I would have added on top of a sushi was a boiled egg and a little pot of jelly.
Yeah.
Which is what I'd been having this week. But other than that, I've not had. I've stuck to it, like I say, and just stuck to it. So I've surprised myself. So in one way, I'm glad. That I realise I can stick to lessons. I can stick to lessons, and I don't have to have 15.
No.
I
thought I actually found it. The hardest thing I found was last night was getting 7 portions of speed food in. That was difficult yesterday because I'd forgotten.
You can have 1 sprout, 1 piece of carrot.
Well, no, I'd forgotten that. Because we didn't have sprouts for dinner, nor do we have cabbage or swede, which we had in, but I'd forgotten about. Yeah. So for some reason, hi Dormouse. For some reason, I'd forgotten that we had those
and carrots
in the cupboard. So I didn't cook those. So yesterday was difficult to try and get enough speed. Luckily, we had watermelon and normal melon.
Yeah. All right, LV.
So I think it's because they can hear us in here talking. So we actually, we did just about get our 7 portions in yesterday. But for 777, I didn't feel like I was going without all week. I was very, very mindful because we filmed it as a challenge this week. I was very mindful about what we were eating. I was very mindful to get everything on camera. So when I've woke up and I've gone, I'm making a coffee and I'm having a bit of breakfast, I filmed what I'm having. So you can see, the days that I do and the days that I don't, because I rarely have anything to start my day off. But being diabetic, it's better if I do. But I've always had, I've had my same coffees and everything. I've been drinking a lot of water. That's the only thing I have that has changed. I've had a lot more fluids this week for me, which is always good because of the bladder cancer. So it's really good for my bladder because I still need to be mindful of that. But no, it's been an interesting week. Okay, so we normally talk about the food that we enjoyed. What food did you enjoy this week, Rufus? Can you remember?
We've eaten a lot of fish, so we've had salmon.
This week we've mainly been eating Brussels sprouts.
Salmon twice.
We've had salmon. No.
Did we?
No, we had salmon once. We had
we had salmon
and sea bass.
We had salmon on
We've had
the first Tuesday, but we didn't start our week on until Wednesday.
Filming starts Wednesday.
I think we had fish on that Tuesday night. I think we had and then we've had salmon during the week. We've had sea bass. We've had
fish.
Roast dinner.
Fish. Chicken. So yeah, we've been super on plan in terms of food. I did cook a burrito bowl this week. I think that was probably my favourite meal actually. Nice. I love it. It's a faff on. It really is a faff to make, but I think that was my favourite.
If you've got lots of salad in the fridge and stuff, and you don't really want to just eat a bowl of salad or a plate of salad, then it's nice because it doesn't feel like you're just having a bowl of salad. Because
especially the way we did it this week. Which again, most of the week when we've been eating, I've managed to get if it's something that we're actually cooking, I've managed to film at least a part of it to go, oh, this is what I'm doing for tea, or this is what you're doing for tea, to make it a lot. Oh, I've just realised. Look, I've left the pentacle. I left me light there. Oops! I normally turn that or have it down on this stream. Okay. Yes, folks. I am a dyed in the wool. Even witchy powers didn't do what result that we wanted this week. So, shall we get on with the all important? What the hell happened? No, that's not the one I wanted. The all important. What happened at weigh-in? What happened at weigh-in, Rufus? So what happened for you? You got on the scales first. Let me get ready with the applause. Right then, so you got on the scales first, and you've had a good week. How many sins have you gone? Have you gone over 7 sins this week?
Not any, all days.
Not any
less
days.
Than 7 sins.
Have you accidentally had 7 healthy extras instead of just the 2 or the 2 and the 1? No. Have you done? Have you increased your exercise slightly as much as we can this week?
Yes.
Good evening, Lizard. Hello. We're just getting to the good bit about what we've done on the Slimming World 777 plan. So you've done all of that this week and you got on the scales. And what was the result for you?
The numbers had gone up. So I put £0.5 on this week.
You put on £0.5.
£0.5 this week.
That's a bit crap.
Yep. After all the work I put in this week.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I know, right? That's not good.
No. No.
Why was that? Have you been... So, honestly then, now we've weighed in, now's the time where we always come clean. Did you secretly have a Mars bar or 7 while I wasn't... When you go in the bedroom and you take all your evening meals stroke snacks, did you eat stuff? Did you scoff? Did you have chocolate bars that I wasn't aware of? I don't mind if you did.
No.
I don't mind. Did you secretly, when I was asleep, go to KFC and scuff your face?
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah.
Okay, now that I'll be pissed off at, because you could have brought me back some.
Yes,
No,
yes.
but like, was there anything you did?
No.
Was there anything you think? Could you identify where you put on? Because this is your first weight gain since being at Slimming World.
I think I'm not. I can eat maybe eggs, maybe once a week. Or something like that. I don't normally have 2 things of sushi during the week, even like as part of my sins.
Hold on, we're about to talk all things toilet. So you've had eggs a lot this week.
I think, a couple of days I had 2 eggs, and then I had a boiled egg yesterday, and I had a boiled egg the day before.
But why should that make a difference?
Eating a lot of eggs sometimes will bung me up, so it doesn't keep me regular, and I've not been in the last 3 days nearly now, so could be why, possibly.
Could be a little bit.
I feel a lot lighter in myself. I know that I've eaten everything on plan and I've eaten super healthy, and I feel so much better for it. But I think next week it will show, because I'm not going to eat eggs this week.
Arlen says £0.5 is nothing.
Oh no,
it's
no,
not.
no,
But this,
no.
it's just weird, isn't it? That the week we do a super challenge where we have very mindful of sins, very mindful of everything, and very controlled.
But I do feel like I could have had a few extra things like as snacks.
Yeah, you could have done.
Not felt like, I don't want to waste this sushi, so I'm going to eat it. I'll class it as 6 sins with no sauce, but I can put my half a sin pot of jelly with it, and that's literally it. So I had a boiled egg on some days. I did have bananas, I think, on 3 or 4 days. So I'm not going to have as many bananas.
I was about to say, maybe this
is
something you need to do for a week, is not have eggs or bananas.
Yeah, just for 1 week.
That'll be your challenge this week then.
For this week, to not have no eggs and no bananas in my diet.
So
I could very happily just stick to 10 sins a week, because it gives me a little bit more movement if I want an extra snack.
Do you want to do that then this week?
I can do like happily do 10 sins, and that way I can still have a little bag of crisps if I want a bag of crisps, and my little jelly and whatever. I can still have those other things.
Okay, so seeing as March is challenge,
no bananas and no eggs this week for me.
So seeing as March for us is challenge month, that'll be your challenge this week. Stick to 10 sins, but 0 bananas, and 0 eggs.
No eggs this week.
I was going to do a frittata as well.
Well, you can eat it.
So that was.
I think that will help sort me out this week.
That didn't mean to happen. Sorry, everyone.
So it might. Hopefully, my result next week will be a lot better.
Yeah. So then.
Yeah.
Graphic just played, and I weighed in this week as well, and I have stuck to my 7 sins. In fact, as next week's video, or the video is actually going to be going up tomorrow. It's been fully edited.
Yeah.
It will just go up tomorrow. Thank you, Dormouse. Dormouse says that you're looking at both of us and seeing a big difference in both your faces. I know. Look how round my face is now. I look like Anne Boleyn. Look at that. I've got a moon face. You can see it in both of us since you first joined in. That's lovely. You love eggs and you'll eat them every day. No poo problems for you.
Wow.
I don't have that either. But, I've been on plan. I've had, normally, roughly this week, I've been on 5.5 to 6 sins. I think one day I got up to my whole 7 sins. I was like, danger, Bob Robinson. I've enjoyed all the food. I haven't felt like I've been missing out, to be honest. I've still had my options hot chocolate in my yogurt, which I really enjoy doing. Like you enjoy your trifle, I enjoy that. I think it's a little tweak that I really like. I have been a little bit on and off with the poo functions, but no different to how I normally am. I have had a couple of days where I had a banana, or a few days where I've had a banana, but not every day. I've had a couple of days where I've had my healthy extra B, which I don't always have. So I think this week has been pretty much a standard week for me, apart from the 7 speed food and the 7 sin maximum. I've drunk a lot more fluids, and I think that's been good for me. I felt really good. So secretly in my head, before I jumped on the scales, I was shocked that you put on half a pound. Absolutely, I'm still shocked. I'm still in disbelief.
Well, you see what I had.
I know.
During the
That's
week,
what I mean. I've been editing every day. We've both filmed what we've had, and Rufus has sent me his footage
every day
from the phone rather than using the crappy little cameras now. He's filmed it on his phone, sent me it through WhatsApp. I've downloaded it onto the laptop, and I've been editing it every single day. So it's literally got, even today's, what I had for breakfast this morning, I think I had something for breakfast. Anyway, it's on there, right? It's all on there. We're completely up to date. The video will be going up tomorrow to see what we did. You'll be able to see exactly what we ate. In fact, listen, I'm going to actually ask for all of you that are watching this, if you're watching live and if you're watching on replay, tomorrow when that video goes live, when the what we ate this week on 777 goes live, please watch it and see if you can point out anything where Rufus has gone to gain that extra half pound and where I've gone wrong to gain an extra half pound. Because I got on the scales and I also put on half a pound, which is beyond ridiculous.
I said, and then last week where I'd eaten nearly 15 sins a day and I lost £2. So
last week where I ate my average 12 to 15 sins, I lost £5.
And then it makes us, we go into Lidl and then Lisa goes, oh, I'm so angry, we should just let's get, was it 10 Easter eggs each?
I said we got to the Easter egg aisle and I went, which 12 of these chocolate eggs do you want?
I'll have all of them.
I was like, which of these cakes shall we eat? And I was only half joking. I was so incensed, so utterly incensed, because we've been on it.
Oh yeah.
And the thing is, I knew going in this week that Rufus had eaten eggs, and I know that tends to, the week he has a lot of eggs, it tends to block him, and then the week after he has a big loss. So when he got on the scales and it showed half a pound gain, bearing in mind this is his first gain since we've been back, so since October, so in 6 months it's his first gain, and it's on a challenge week. Fuck that. Excuse my language, everyone, but you know what I mean? F that nonsense.
I'll quite happily just want my £2 a week, even if it's £2 a week every week. I'm really happy.
Exactly. And then I've gone in this week, with the last few weeks, I lost £12.5 in January. So I come in February on a 7-7 week, on a speedy week, being totally on it. Not at all, unless there's something I've done wrong. So please do let me know. When you watch the video, literally every single thing that I've put in my mouth, that sounds rude, but I don't mean it to. But every single thing that I've eaten, or mostly even what I've drunk, I've shown you when I've had my Diet Pops and things. There's a few cans of Diet Coke I've not put on, or Pepsi or whatever, but they're all 0 sugar. But I also gained half a pound. And I don't understand why. Because today, in my head, I said to you in the car, I might have lost 3. I was actually thinking I might have lost another £5 because I feel slimmer. My T-shirt, this is a smaller, I went down a size in T-shirt. It feels nicer. It feels like it's fitting me better. It also feels, I feel better in myself. So because I'd got to my 2.5 stone award last week, I've got to take it off the cupboard this week because I'm now 2 stone 6.5 because I've gained that half pound back. I no longer deserve that award to be shown, so I'm going to take that down, which again pisses me right off. And then I've now got to work doubly. But there was a bit in the back of my head saying, I've done so well this week, I might even have got £7 off. I might even at a push. I've lost 10 in a week before, randomly, but I thought with everything with everything we've been doing, I've been walking a few more steps, such as I'm able to, which has been a bit of a struggle, but we've still done it. And with all of that, I thought, there's a chance I might actually have got half a stone off, which means I'll get my 3 stone award. And instead, I've got to take me flipping 2.5 stone award off the cupboard.
But so if you also
angry,
like say,
I'm so angry.
If you've been doing a little bit more exercise than you normally do,
a little bit more,
but then that could also can be water retention from that as well. So
it could be, but then I have also been I haven't not been weeing, if that makes sense. Thank you, Margaret. Margaret says Margaret will watch tomorrow. It will be up probably about 5. I'll set it for 5 o'clock tomorrow because it'll be edited by the end of tonight. You do wonder if 777 didn't give you enough going in to lose, but you see, even that shouldn't make any sense because we're at a calorie deficit, and because we're still very heavy people.
It was just like a pile of veggies mostly we was eating every day.
But the thing is, we had full bellies every night, really full tummies. We didn't starve ourselves, did we? We didn't do it, like literally really full tummies, full of lovely healthy fruit and vegetables every single day. My sugars were running at like 7s and 8s and 6s, which for a type 2 diabetic is amazing. So I'm in the process of trying to reverse that at the moment.
Not often as well, when I tend to find, it is bizarre though, that sometimes when I eat more, I lose more. It is very, but
Colin says perhaps we were in starvation mode.
That
when you were losing weight,
enough.
You wouldn't lose
down
if you went below 1200. But I don't think we went below 12. I mean, it might be. Because we ate a lot of
your body slows down and wants to hang on to the weight rather than get rid of it.
It could be, but we had a lot of vegetables this week. And so, because it was a 7-7, lots of speed, it could be that we didn't quite have enough. We were under in such a calorie deficit. Don't know.
It just slows everything down.
Again, Karen, it could be, but because
it could be.
The last few years since the bladder cancer, I drink a lot of fluids anyway. I always have done, and I've not been going any less or any more than I do normally. I've probably had an extra 2 drinks a day compared to where I'd normally be mindfully, but that still means that some weeks I've been having 2.5-3 litres of fluid every day, and my wee's been coming out fine. It's been coming out fine. There's not a blockage, but no, what I mean is it's not been like, I haven't had any days where it's been really dark, or because for me I because of the bladder cancer, I pay a lot of attention to my urine. So the colour, the smell, how strong it smells, but also if there's any bits in it, I pay a lot of attention, because that was how we first saw that I had bladder cancer first time round, wasn't it? There were bits in my wee for months before I was like, I don't think this is quite normal. No. So all of that has been as I would expect from having a slightly more fluid intake. I've probably been drinking the same now as I was the first year after surgery, because again you increase your fluid intake, and after a couple of years you kind of go back to maybe having 4 or 5 drinks a day, or 6 drinks a day, rather than the 7, 8, 9. But this week has been so I just honestly don't know. Again, I haven't gone off plan. There's nothing that I've eaten that has been that I've secretly gone, I'm going to eat this and not tell anyone. I've been diligent with that. I've got to add in fact, just before filming now, I had some crab sticks, some seafood sticks. I've got to take a picture of that in a minute for the video. But apart from that, I've had my Space Raiders. One bag is 3 sins. So I just don't understand. Don't understand where it's come from.
Like I say, the result might happen then next week.
Hopefully.
That's probably for me though why last night, when I had my snacks last night, I was like, I could just leave it on the side there. Do I just eat it? But when I'm not like feeling empty, because I didn't feel empty, so I could have just like left it on the side for a bit and didn't eat it straight away. So that probably shows that I'm a bit bunged up.
Possibly. Possibly. You watch. What we said going in the car on the way up was, you can guarantee if we have a day where we are a bit bunged when we get weighed in,
But when we go,
guarantee it'll be tonight.
But I said when we go and we feel like,
Oh, it better not be tonight. I've got a live stream.
But I'm saying but I said when we go and we feel like, oh, I'm not sure. I feel quite slim this week. I feel like maybe I've lost something. That's normally when that you haven't lost what you
That's
you
what
would
they
like.
say, isn't it?
Yeah,
that is what they say. That's true. That.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also, I've got to say, I'm about to do a live stream doing tarot at 7 o'clock on the other channel, Beyond Authentic. Got to get the plug in.
Yeah.
Come over if you want a free tarot reading. Come over, pop your details and all of that, and come over to us. I'll be in here, but it'll look slightly different because I've got different lights on. I know, right? I've got lighting changes.
But yeah, that is what they say.
Although the coffee sign is always there. What was I going to say? I was going to say, oh yeah, but when I'm live streaming, I don't want to hear all of a sudden you in that toilet and the whole world falling out of your backside.
Kaplunk.
Yeah, I don't want that. Thank you very much.
No.
Don't think no, thank you. If you're gonna go, then you need to close the door, put towels underneath the bottom of the door, put some soundproofing in or something. Yeah, because we don't need that. No, we don't need that. So that's our story this week. So what's my challenge going to be then? If you're staying clear of
eggs and bananas, for me is a no.
Eggs and bananas. Should we write it down? Because
I'm not going to forget.
Well, I will.
Go, oh, what was my challenge this week? Oh, I'm going to eat some bananas anyway.
Yeah, I'll just have a banana. Oh, have a banana. Oh, hello, me old mucker. Have a banana.
But I said I've still got.
Oh, have a banana.
But we've still got 7 sins tonight.
Yeah, 7 sins tonight. Tonight's the last day of the 777. Even though I really am tempted to just go, sod it, I'll have a big cake. No, we won't do. But we have got ice cream for tomorrow. So we can look forward to the ice cream. It is a little ice cream.
Half a pot is 7.5 sins.
Yeah, the whole pot is 15 sins. Yeah. It's like 296 calories for a pot of chocolate ice cream from Lidl. And it's like, was it $2.99?
I think so.
Yeah, which isn't bad price for a protein, healthier option. Low calorie ice cream. So how did you all get on this week? If you are also slimming, if you are also doing any kind of challenge, any weight loss program, anything like that, how did you get on? Do let us know, because we're nosy buggers and we want to know how everyone else is doing. Yeah. Also, if you've had weeks like this where you've been 100% honest to yourself, you can hands up and say, I've been 100% on my diet plan or on my healthy eating, and you've ended up having a gain, let us know how you dealt with it, because I am very angry and very prone to, if there was a Black Forest Gatto in front of me, I'm not quite sure how actually it wouldn't be Black Forest Gatto, it will be salted caramel something. If that was a salted caramel vegan cheesecake.
Or a coffee cake for you.
Oh yeah, it would be a coffee cake actually. Yeah, you're quite right. Yeah, you know my weaknesses. And donuts for Rufus, that's what it would be. If that got delivered to our door randomly right now, I do not know whether I would have the willpower to go, no, thank you. Yeah, I will tomorrow,
they don't
but right
exist
now,
in my world, so
no, that's true. And in fact, do you know what? Actually, that's a lie, because I would turn it down because I don't want to lose my foot or my eyesight. No. And so it's more important than that. Even today, we've had an issue with the with my oat milk, because it looks like Aldi have discontinued their sugar-free. Lidl have discontinued their sugar-free oat milk.
Well, they've not had it in for a little while, would they? For like a week or so, and then they say, "Oh, sorry, we've."
They said this is the one-to-one replacement.
Yeah. So the one that they had there, the regular one on the shop floor, one that we'd been getting was the no sugar. It had a big label on the front, no sugar, oat milk. Apparently, they're not going to be getting it back in anymore. So, yeah.
Yeah. Holland says that they thought about having a little bike ride when you got home, but then you didn't. So that's how your lack of weight loss journey is going. Ow. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's still quite cold. The weather's still in that. This is the last cold snap before spring. Hopefully, by the time we get to Ostara, by the time we get to the spring equinox, it will get warmer.
I said going out front door, walking round the block. I said even that is you know, just as good as.
Bit of body magic.
Yeah,
Bit
just
of body
round the block.
magic.
Going
Dormouse
out for a
says
20-minute walk.
you had November to early February 100% on plan and hovered around the same weight.
Wow.
I was doing that. Dread this week as you've been pumped with steroids. You know, I was doing that, and it wasn't until they changed my diabetes medication and my blood sugar suddenly dropped
changed,
back
didn't it?
down that literally within about 3 weeks,
Yeah.
I'd lost £5 1 week and £10 like 2 weeks later, whatever it was. And it was literally my blood sugar kind of coming into balance because the previous medication wasn't the right one. So if you're on any medication, Dormouse, have a look, ask the doctors, say, look, I'm doing this diet plan. Again, if you can hand on heart say that you're 100% on plan, then you need to speak to your doctor, because it could be something else that's happening. Yeah. It could be thyroid issues. It could be like a whole massive number of things.
Any kind of imbalance in your body in some way can definitely affect your weight losses and things like that.
And if you are... Hi, Karen. You lost 2.5 pounds this week. Well done.
That's really
well
cool.
done to you. That's awesome. Well done to you. Go on. We'll give you what we didn't get. We'll give you the clap. Not like that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'll give you the clap. Kimberly, down south, you're late. Oh, my... There's a fly. There's a fly in here. Don't worry, my darling. I'm sure we'll catch you up. So we did a 7-7-7 plan all week. 7 sins maximum. 7 bits of speed food every single day. 7 glasses of water or non-alcoholic drinks. And we did £0.5 pound on each.
Yep.
Yay. Really annoying. Good afternoon from Alabama. Sweet home. I say that every single time.
You do.
It's my ADHD. It's the first thing that my brain goes to. You have your reaching 60th health MOT due in April. My darling, listen, Dormouse, make sure if you are diabetic, speak to a proper diabetic team. Right?
Yes.
Proper diabetic team, not the one in your GP practice. Your actual diabetic team.
I'm sure you can ask at your GP practice for them to refer you.
Yes,
you should
because
be able to.
My nurse put me on a triple dose of the medication I was on, even though it was making me really poorly. And actually, as soon as I had a proper health issue that was diabetes related, they went, what are you on this for? It's going to strip your pancreas. Yep. Take that off. You're going to have this instead. It was the first thing that they said, and they issued it literally that day. And since then, I've lost probably 1.5 stone. And that was, January? Yeah, we'll do 1.5 stone since January.
Like I say, all of the issues you had going on were just preventing any weight loss. Like say, if anything, your weight was going up for a while, was it? So
It was. You were at the gym. All right. Rub it in. I know, right? I was just at the gym preparing for my what is it? What's it called? Preparing for my marathon. I know, right? I remember when a marathon was something you'd eat, not run. Yeah, the Snickers bar now. I
said we'll be putting up the the video for what we eat.
Yes,
tomorrow,
that'll be going up tomorrow. We've got a bit. Oh, well done, Karen. Karen says, thank you. Oh, well done. It is awesome. £2.5 is a lot. Do you know how much 2.5 pounds weighs? Get yourself that's a bag of sugar. Get yourself a bag of sugar, right? Yeah. And just carry that around. Stick it in your bra. Carry it around with you for an hour. You'll be like.
I said when you get the point of sort of like losing stones, and then you actually put it in a. They used to do it at a group. They
used to.
They put it in a backpack.
Yeah.
So they get some packs of lard or whatever it was, and they would put them in your backpack, and they would be like, okay, now carry that. All that weight that you've now lost, carry that. They did it
with butter at one point, didn't it?
Butter,
maybe we should do that. Do you know what? Maybe we'll do that one day this week. We'll go to a supermarket and we'll get our basket and we'll put in it
the amount we've lost in weight.
3.5 stones worth of butter.
I'll take all the butter off the shelf, the whole lot.
Or margarine. Kimberly says you're not running a marathon, but you'll eat one. That's good. But also, well done. Seriously,
it's not quite the same as eating a kebab, but
no.
Marathon.
But there isn't
Snickers. Yeah,
there isn't there isn't a physical sporting activity called kebab.
Didn't they for a while call the Snickers marathons again? Didn't they?
Yeah, I think they did.
For a while.
I think they brought it back for like, but only in the UK.
Yeah, for a little
and
while.
only for like 2 months from one particular
something
shop.
like that.
Yeah, it was one shop in London that you had to go to between the hours of 3 o'clock and 3:15 on a Thursday. If the sun was shining.
I noticed from in here that I said that my shape is changing a little bit again.
It is. You can see it on the videos. Yeah. You can see it on the videos. You can. So then by the way, Kimberly, well done for going to the gym. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. That I seriously, I wish I could these days. I am struggling to go halfway around the block with a dog, and I'm like, oh, my back, my legs. It all hurts.
Doing it though. Like I say, we've been trying to do as much as we can.
I know, right? Me with my walking stick.
Yeah, we've been doing okay.
We've been struggling a bit, but we've got there. So that video will go up tomorrow afternoon at about 5 o'clock UK time, between 5 and past.
I say one thing I can say is
you can say a lot.
In the video, we went to Lidl and we bought some of the satay chicken skewers that they got in Lidl.
That's not in that video.
What?
That's not in the what we ate this week video.
No, but we had them this week.
We did.
We tried them out, like I say, and they're actually really nice. You get four chicken kebab sticks, and like I said, they do a peri-peri satay. We tried the satay ones, didn't we?
Was it a tikka? No, what was the other one?
I'm not sure what the other one was.
It might have been a tikka.
But like I say, the one we tried, the satay ones, they were really nice. I thought they was okay. I quite enjoyed them.
I remember satay being with peanut butter.
And they've got around it by calling them peanut style.
No, satay style.
Satay style seasoned chicken. So they're not even got no peanut in it at all. It's just the herbs and spices.
But they have only one in.
Yeah.
But for the same,
all the varieties are once in each.
Yeah,
skewer,
but you could just go and have some plain chicken, and it'd be no sins.
You could.
In fact, it would be free food.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
if you like a little bit of spice, it's worth it. I was a bit disappointed in them, to be honest, because it was just some chicken chunks with a bit of spice on it. Yeah. I would not have been able to tell whether it was supposed to be peri-peri, tikka or satay, because it just, it was a slightly paler one than the tikka one and slightly less red than the peri-peri or vice versa. That's the only way you can tell the difference for me. But that is it from us today.
Obviously,
so, I still need to know my theory.
Yeah, obviously, I've got no taste in chickens.
No, but you got good taste in women, so it's fine. You have now, not before, but now you've got good taste in women. So what shall I do this week then? What should my challenge be? Not talking over you in videos. I know.
I'm not saying anything.
What should I do for a challenge then? Rufus is doing a 10 sin ceiling, no bananas and no eggs. What shall I do? I know. You're looking for the 10 sins. You make me laugh. You're so funny.
Where was the 10 sin?
You're so funny in a dad joke. This really isn't funny, but it is, and it makes me giggle kind of way. What should I do this week then, everybody? Let me know if there is some sort of plan that I should do. What should my... Go on, you give me some ideas. What should my challenge be? And then there was silence.
For this week coming, let's say maybe we could do an SP week, but then would be no potatoes. I don't think for an
no,
SP
we're doing an SP week. We've just come off a hard week and we gained weight. I don't want to do it again. Your challenge is easy.
Are you going to have 10 sins a day, the same, or I say just do a 10 sin week and just
Holland
record it again and see.
Right.
What?
Ban Holland. Ban Holland from the channel.
No
ban. How do you ban people from YouTube? Lifetime ban. That would be. I mean, but think about all those coffee farmers that I single-handedly keep in business.
Imagine no coffee and 10 glasses of water a day. Wow, you'd be miserable. You imagine you'd be miserable, no coffee for a week. Wow. Yeah,
okay.
That's probably not a good idea. It's probably not a good idea. I don't think you could stick to that. No.
Challenge accepted.
Really?
Challenge accepted. There we go. Challenge accepted. No coffee from Wednesday for a week.
Me.
Challenge accepted. We'll do it. And I'll also do the 10 sins as well. I'll join you on 10 sins because I think that will help.
I don't know if that'll make any difference though, having no coffee for a week. Will it? I don't know.
Be prepared to find out. Be prepared to find out what an ADHD is like without her self-medicated coffee every single 7 times a day. Yep, challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. No coffee for a week.
What have I done?
I know, right? We'll see. We'll
see.
Listen, I have not been without coffee several a day, many a day, several a day.
Probably the last time you didn't have many coffees were when you was in hospital.
No, because even then, I kept getting them to bring me coffees.
Oh, but you didn't get that many.
Even when I was I would still get 4 or 5 a day. I'd get them to bring me one round. I'd go, oh, I'd love a coffee. Oh, excuse me, love, I'd love a coffee. It's the bladder, you understand. And they'd all go, but you've got you've got a tube in with
Rufus,
water. No,
Rufus, so you
I'd
coming
love a
to
coffee.
visit me and bringing me some change of clothes. Actually, while you go through
Get me a Costa,
and bring it to me now.
Yeah, no coffee for a week for me. Right, that is going to be hell on earth. And Holland, bearing in mind, there's 2 live streams that you're a moderator on between now and then. So, be warned, be warned. I'm just going to have to drink the entire pot of coffee, all of my coffee today.
If you don't have your coffee during the week, you'll probably crash out a lot because that happens. The coffee keeps you alive, dear.
It's all right. The challenge was put down and the challenge has been picked up.
I'm sure just 10 sins a day would just be fine as it is.
You're just terrified of Lisa without coffee.
I'll be cooking every day. Yeah, because you'll be crashed out.
We'll find out. I actually think that, do you know what? In all seriousness, I think that'll be really interesting.
Yes, it'll be very interesting.
To see what my body does without coffee, especially if I end up going cold turkey.
Does that mean you can't make like espresso or like make a tiny bit of coffee and put it in your yogurt or anything like that? No
coffee flavouring, no coffee at all, no decaf coffee, no regular coffee, no percolated coffee, no Tassimo coffee. No coffee beans, no munching on coffee.
Book myself into a hotel.
You're going to go and see your mum and dad this week?
Yes, yes. Right, see you, dear.
Right, bye then.
I'm going to go now.
1 week.
I need to
without coffee.
I need to make ulterior sort of like
ulterior arrangements.
Yes,
alternative arrangements
for a week.
That means I've got to drink all of it tonight. I'll be up till 7 a.m.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you drink enough tonight, it might last you a week. Here.
Possibly.
You can't drink coffee, but what about if we put it on drip?
No coffee for a week starting tomorrow.
Oh, but you're not going to drink coffee.
No,
you could have
no
it on
coffee
drip.
for it. It means I can't sit and munch on coffee beans when I get the I get the shakes and the DTs. I'll be like Judy Finnegan on Bloody This Morning when she wasn't getting a shot of vodka allegedly in a cup of coffee.
And I'd be dry roasting them in the dehydrator.
I know,
drying them out.
Just say Holland's already apologising.
Oh,
They're getting the apology in dead quick already.
It's going to cost me a lot of money in hotel.
I won't be that... Well, see how bad I am. I have not had, in all seriousness, I have not been without coffee since pre-transmission days. And we were doing that forever.
It's what keeps you awake.
It's what keeps me ticking. It's what literally keeps me ticking. So we'll see.
Oh, well, good luck with that then, dear.
Good luck, love.
I'll see you in a week.
We'll see what happens. It will be an interesting experiment from my perspective, whether or not the coffee... Because I've always said that the coffee is like self-medicating my ADHD. We're going to find out this
I
week.
don't know about my perspective of your no coffee.
You'll have to
for
tell
the
us
week.
on Tuesday. You'll have to, wherever you are on Tuesday, whether it's a
Yes,
hospital
yes,
bed
yes,
or a
yes.
jail cell or a hotel room somewhere many miles from here, wherever it is, you'll have to dial in next Tuesday and tell us
Yes,
how
yes,
your
yes.
week with your wonderful significant other, life partner, wife, and
Yes.
amazing most person in the planet that you does adore
Yeah.
when she's on coffee,
Yeah.
whether or not I'm a different person
I'll
off
be
it.
much lighter because I will forget to eat.
Why will you forget to eat?
I never feel hungry. I'm just on program now. I'm just like, right, it's dinner time. This is when we eat.
What, so you mean I'm going
And
to be
plus,
asleep?
I'm not going to have a kitchen in a hotel room, am I?
So I'll be asleep all week?
Probably.
Probably.
The whole week.
You still got to cook for the dogs, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's true, so you can't go anywhere. You two are hilarious. You love watching us. Thank you, Karen.
Yeah.
We'll see whether it's still hilarious on Tuesday when we've done a week of 10 sins.
I would have pulled all my hair out by then.
What hair? And no coffee for...
I need a haircut anyway.
and no coffee for Lisa. There we are. That is the challenge. Shall we film it? Shall we film every day this coming week for the challenge month? Shall we do like we've done this week?
Yeah.
All right.
That's going to be very interesting. Squabbling over the bone.
Eddie, that was what I don't know whether you just heard, but our
Squabbling
lovely
over a bone.
boy just probably
Put her in a place.
put her in a place because she probably
Tried to take
just
his
took his bone, or vice versa.
I did them a couple of roasty bones and roasted them earlier.
Oh, I
Put them in there just so they got half an hour while they're eating their bones and bits.
One thing on that, just before we finish, for those of you that are doing diet plans or are generally trying to eat a bit healthier, do you have that same revulsion when you smell grease cooking? Like, because they're lamb bones and you can smell the fat from the lamb bones. Do you have that same, does it turn your stomach the way it does mine?
I can't smell it.
You can't smell it. But what about when we go past that chip shop that's next to Tesco on the opposite side?
Oh, yeah.
Because
I
that
smell
always,
oil.
it always makes
But
me feel utterly sick.
But yeah, I can't smell.
You couldn't smell the roasty, but I could smell them first thing I woke up. I was like, oh, roasty bones.
Plus, I don't generally like to eat liver, but I can cook the liver and it doesn't bother me. But I still have that. I remember what that was like, but I can't smell it.
No, as I quite like liver, so I normally cook it for the dogs now. Have a little nibble while I'm there. A little nibble.
Yeah,
It's nice. Anyway, on that note, we're gonna go.
we're gonna go.
Our consultant wasn't at group today, so we don't know anything about the books. That'll probably be next week. So we will let you all know when those are coming in, and then there will be a giveaway once we know when they're coming.
She's got a promotion. She's that good. She's taken an area manager job.
I know. Don't know what that means. More money.
Hopefully she'll still
It means
be our
she's good for the
consultant.
cult of Slimming World.
She is,
the
yes,
cult of
she is.
Scaro. But on that note, we're going to go now, and please film every day. All right, Karen, just for you. We will. I quite enjoy it. It keeps me accountable, even when we gain half a pound. At least it's one of the few times where we've had the same result. You realise that?
Liberties.
It is a bloody liberty. But we'll see what happens next
bloody
week.
copy of me.
We might get on the scales. We might get on the scales next week and drop half a stone each.
That'd be all right.
That'll be all right. I still won't be at my 3 stone though, will I? But anyway, we're going to go,
No.
and I will see some of you in half an hour over on Beyond Authentic, spelt the same, just without the health. That is where the tarot and witchy channel is. So if you want to have a tarot reading, come and join me over there. And for those of you that follow our weight loss practice kind of exclusively, then we'll have a video coming up tomorrow of what we ate in the 7777777. And honestly, there won't be any bitterness on the last bit that we're filming tonight at all, honest.
No.
And we will see you all very, very soon. We'll be back next Tuesday evening at 5:30 for our live at 5:30 weigh-in, when you will be coming in with your 10 sins, no bananas and no egg challenge. And I'll be coming in with my 10 sins, no coffee. So expect various various issues to, and if you see us in the divorce courts before then, you'll know the reason why. If we
Because
come,
I ate a banana.
no, because I would have become unbearable without my coffee. If I'm
It's
filming
only a week, you know.
if I'm filming next week from my bed because I don't have the energy to get out of bed, you'll understand the reason why. Yeah. But on that note, we will see. I'll be fine.
Yes.
I'll be fine. I'm sure. I'm not sure how you will do. I will be fine. Honestly, my mood isn't enhanced by coffee at all. I'm not an addict. It's not like I have to have my coffee every day. We shall see. And on that note, we're going to see you next time. And as we always say, stay you, stay true, stay authentic.
Pray for me. Pray
Yeah.
for me.
And I'll see you next time. And as we always say, happy slimming. No.